Hey everybody, good afternoon. It is Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday afternoon, new comic book day. It's time to review books that are coming out next Wednesday. I'm using Midtown as the portal to show off the books that are coming out. So not that I'm telling everyone to use Midtown, but this is probably the easiest format to see what books are releasing next Wednesday. So that'll be February 17th. And let's jump into it here. Oh, by the way, before I start that video, I got my second copy of Encoded #1 B cover. So I've got so far 2 copies of that book. I think I paid right around $8 for each of them plus shipping, so not bad. That book is doing very well right now in the aftermarket. All right, let's get started here. Let me adjust my camera, and we'll start with Dark Horse. All right, Dark Horse. We got Barbarian Red Planet #4 coming out. I think the B cover is pretty cool. I like the coloring on that. Stranger Things, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sure someone's collecting these Dungeons and Dragons homages. They're pretty cool. I'm sure there'll be a collecting fan base for that. Young Hellboy, The Hidden Land #1. Mike Mignola doing the writing. There's the A cover by Matt Smith. B cover, of course, by Mignola himself. Another Hellboy book. It's if only they can make a good movie or a TV show on it. DC. I don't talk about Tom King books. We'll skip that. Future State Catwoman #2. Yeah, both covers look pretty decent. I'm not covering second prints. Future State Immortal Wonder Woman #2. I'm kind of not impressed with the Jen Bartel cover. Usually her covers have a lot better coloring. This looks very muted to me. I almost didn't realize it was a Jen Bartel cover. So not impressed with that cover at all. I definitely think the B cover is much better by Becky Cloonan. I like that much better. Future State Nightwing #2. Yasmin Putri cover, of course. That's a good one. The Nicola Scott cover is interesting. That's pretty good too. I think both covers are nice. Shazam #2, Future State Shazam. Of course, I got to give some credit to my good friend Gerald Perel. I like his artwork. That's a pretty nice cover. Shazam is getting smashed in the chest there, it looks like. That's a pretty nice cover. Future State Superman Worlds of War #2. The Mike Janin cover is pretty nice. And Federici, of course. A lot of people like Federici art. That's pretty good. No discount notice at Midtown. And no discount on the A cover either. So, yeah, Midtown's not doing any discounts on a lot of these DC. I don't see any discount on DC here. It's pretty crazy. Future State Next Batman #4. I can't remember if I pre-ordered this or not. I probably did. And if I did, I probably pre-ordered the Jim Lee cover. Yeah, it just looks kind of like a classic Jim Lee. You know, it's sort of kind of reminds me of 608 second printing. I do have that cover or that comic book in my collection. Yeah, very similar type. Of course, it's reversed. But, yeah, it's a nice cover. Continuing on with DC, I think that's it for DC. Dynamite Entertainment. I think there was a cover. Yeah, this one was sold out earlier. I guess because it's a Dr. Seuss homage. So it looks like it's back on. It was sold out, and then now it shows that it's not sold out. So I don't know. This could be a hot cover just because it's a Dr. Seuss. So there may be some spec on that. People might buy that to try to flip it. There's also a black and white line art on that same cover. Oh yeah, so the Virgin cover is sold out. So it's probably like a 1 in 10. So that one is sold out right now on Midtown. I thought there was one cover that I liked. Oh yeah, Red Sonja, Price of Blood. There's the A cover, which is kind of nice. There's a black and white trade dress, and then there is a virgin black and white. I love the virgin black and white, so I'm gonna grab this. I just love it. It looks really cool. That's by Arthur Sudam. I don't know. I have a feeling that one will do well. It's probably like a 1 in 15 to 1 in 20 ratio. So again, no one really opens these comic books and reads them. They're sort of bought for cover art. So I don't buy a Dynamite comic book very often. Maybe once every 3 to 4 months I'll pick up a cover that looks really nice. This one I like, so I am going to be picking this one up. And I like it like that image. I like it without the trade dress. Just a white cover, black and white. I mean, it looks perfect. So I'm usually dead on with art, so I think that'll sell out. We'll see. I'm usually right most of the time. Yeah, of course. There's Sacred Six. They're always showing off some bootay. They're always showing off a little bootay. Perillo likes to draw bouteilles as well. Vampirilla, yeah. Again, people collect the covers. I don't think they ever crack the book open to read. Pretty sure they don't. There we go. That's it for Dynamite Entertainment. IDW, Last Ronin #2. A and B cover. The B cover is an incentive. I did pre-order that. I got a really good deal. I think I pre-ordered that from Things from Another World. I think it's, yeah, TFAW. They have really good deals on incentive covers. I got this for like $9. I mean, it's really cheap. So I couldn't pass that up. Yeah, I like that cover by Sophie Campbell. Very nice. Moving on to Image. I like this cover. I don't know what this is. Area Heavenly Creatures. I don't know. That's a nice cover. By Drew. Is it like Drake? This person is just known by one name. Drew. Hey, it's Drew. Kind of like Drake, right? I don't know. It's a nice cover though. I like that cover. What else? Haha #2. I'm sure this book will sell out at some point. The first issue did very well. I read it. It was good. Again, it's the same writer that does Ice Cream Man. Yeah, I like the B cover a lot. I think that's the one that will do the best. I think most people will try to pick that up. A cover's not bad either, but I think the B cover's slightly better. I don't collect Walking Dead, but man, that's a good cover by Tedesco. Tedesco is pretty good. Marvel. We got Amazing Spider-Man 57 second printing. Surprised this is not sold out yet. It looks pretty good. Black Knight #1 facsimile. I don't think most people want to pay a lot of money for this. This is an older book. Written by Stan Lee. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty expensive book. So it's probably, if you want to own that or read it, it's best to pick up the facsimile on that. Black Widow #5, got a Adam Hughes cover. It's okay. Again, Adam Hughes just is not this. I don't know. He's not that good. I don't think he's that good anymore. I mean, he's not drawing stuff like this. I mean, that's what I want to see Adam Hughes. That looks like an older Adam Hughes cover. Why isn't he doing covers like this? I don't know. I mean, I've commented on it quite a bit. I don't think Adam Hughes is going to be with us much longer. The guy is 400 pounds, maybe. I don't know. He's big. I don't think he's long for this world. So Adam Hughes, if you happen to stumble upon my video, you probably never will, but get yourself a Peloton, man, and stop eating sandwiches all the time. I don't know. All right, Captain America 27. I do like this alien cover. It's pretty cool. I like how the little mouth thingy shot out and hit the shield. That's pretty cool. I like that cover. Very nice. I've not read Captain America. I don't think I've picked up any of the Captain America books. This current run, I think maybe I picked up a couple of the early issues, and I don't know, I've not been into the writing. It's just not been, to me, it's not been very good. There's a Patrick Gleason incentive cover. Again, Gleason's a good artist. Obviously, he's developed a name for himself with that ASM cover. This is not that style, so it's a looks like a 1 in 50 cover for number 27. Not sold out yet at Midtown, still available. Champions number 4. This has been a pretty good series. 2 covers there. Pick the one you like. I usually go with the A cover. Guardians of the Galaxy number 11. I do like this Finch cover of Silver Surfer. I don't think I've seen Finch draw Silver Surfer before. Now, I did check. A lot of online stores have sold out, and they've sold out at $90 price tags. So Golden Apple was at $90. I think Sanctum Sanctorium had it at $90. They all sold out at those price levels. So $63 might be a good deal here. It's still available at Midtown. If you like that cover, again, it's a 1 in 50. Probably not a lot of stores are going to order heavily on Guardians of the Galaxy, especially issue number 11. Maybe it was the first couple issues they would order pretty heavy on it. But when you get to issue number 11, there's just not a lot of people are going to order heavy on that. So I think this could be a good long-term investment just because of scarcity. It's just like this cover, Doctor Strange number 11, right? There's not a lot of people that collect Doctor Strange. I don't think there's a lot of people that collect Guardians of the Galaxy. The movies did well, but there's just not a lot of huge collecting base of the comic books. So same with Doctor Strange. A lot of shops back in the day. I think this came out back in 2015 or 16. Not a lot of shops ordered 50 copies of the A cover to get this one particular incentive cover. So this one's really tough to find. Not that many out there. There's maybe a handful of listings on eBay, and of course, most of them are graded. This is a book I've been wanting to get for a long time. I finally found the perfect deal. I got this for under $100, but of course, nowhere near ratio price. I think that could be the same with this Finch cover. Silver Surfer. I mean, it's a cool cover. Finch has a pretty good following. I don't think quite as good as Adam Hughes traditionally, but yeah, this is a nice cover. It's a good Silver Surfer cover. I like it. And again, a lot of shops are not going to order 50 copies of issue 11 of Guardians of the Galaxy. So I do expect this to be a fairly rare book. And I do think long-term, this could easily be a $100 book or more. That's my prediction. All right, Immortal Hulk Flatline one-shot. I don't know if that's worth picking up. I mean, I normally collect Immortal Hulk, but I'm not picking that up unless I hear that it's really good. Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon, number 2 is out. Billy Tan cover's nice. I'm not really into these... What do you call these? Yeah, Masterworks covers. Yeah, a little too gimmicky for me. Now, the one I did pre-order and pick up is the Marcos Martin cover. I like Marcos Martin's artwork, and I like red covers, and this just kind of pops. I like the look of this cover. It's eye-catching. So I did pre-order that particular book. Let's see what else we got here. King in Black number 4. Multiple covers. Now, the one I did grab ahead of time, I got it for $40. Pretty good deal. It's a 1 in 50 cover. Midtown has it for $45. The Raza Dragon cover. This is a pretty awesome cover. You got the Ghost Rider upside down. Looks like he's flying out of the mouth of this big dragon here. So pretty cool. I like that cover a lot. It's a 1 in 50. I don't think it's going to be that rare. There's a lot of shops that have ordered heavily on this entire series, so I don't expect this book to be worth a lot of money. It could be one of those books that in a couple weeks drops down, down to $30, maybe even $25. So I pre-ordered it for $39. I'm pretty happy with that price. I obviously, if you like it, you may want to wait a few weeks. Of course, you're taking the risk. Who knows if it drops and maybe it goes higher? You can't predict these things, but it's a really nice cover by Raza, and I just don't think it's not going to explode in value just because most shops ordered really, really heavy on King in Black on the whole series. So I don't think it's going to be going for crazy money. Now, the incentive by Ryan Stegman, of course, I think that's a 1 in 500. So that just tells you there's going to be a lot of retailers that order pretty heavy on this entire series. The fact that they're doing a 500 cover, a 500 incentive, a lot of shops are ordering that heavy on King in Black on the whole series. So this is going to be a rare book, obviously, and not every shop is going to order that heavily, but it tells me that it's not that hot. It's a 1 in 500 and it's selling for $360. So I don't want to spend that kind of money on those incentive covers. King in Black, Gwenom versus Carnage. If you missed the Virgin cover, that there was an incentive cover that came out maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think it was about 3 weeks ago. Midtown had it for $100. I mean, it was not cheap. I mean, there was a couple of websites selling it on a pre-order between $50 and $60. So if you were one of those lucky people to have picked it up for that, you've done very well. I think this book sells. This cover it's a Virgin cover. The original first print of this is a 1 in 50 cover, and it goes for pretty good money on eBay. $120 to $140 range. If you like that cover, you can get the second printing for $4, so it's a pretty good deal. It's still a nice cover. So I pre-ordered one of those, with discount, probably paid $2.60, something like that, yeah. So I pre-ordered that in advance. King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes, another tie-in to the King in Black story. A cover by Tony Moore is pretty good, a lot of detail on that. And, of course, the Kyle Holtz cover. Very nice. Marvel's number 5. There is an incentive cover by Adam Hughes. Again, I don't know. This looks very generic to me. And you notice it's not sold out. Now, Marvel's number 6 has an incentive cover. That comes out, I believe, first or second week of March. That is a really nice cover. I posted it on my Instagram. It's a Lee Bermejo Silver Surfer cover. That's going to sell out. I can guarantee you that's going to be a hot book. This one, it just looks very, very generic to me. I don't like it. I mean, I don't know. Adam Hughes, he's not. I don't know what happened to him. I really don't. Miles Morales, number 23. This has been a pretty hot series. A cover by Clark is pretty nice. I don't know if that's Kingpin's Fist. There's a nice B cover by Souza. And again, another Finch incentive. This is a 1 in 50 cover. Notice the premium. Midtown's asking $63. Again, very similar to the Guardians of the Galaxy. I checked a lot of online stores, Golden Apple, just a lot of those shops that pre-sell their book, Sanctum, and they were asking $90 to $100 for this book, and they're all sold out. So I would expect this to sell out at Midtown. It is a nice white cover. I mean, white covers are notoriously difficult to get in high grade. So sometimes people will chase this book to get a 9.8 graded that adds a premium, especially on a white cover. So this one could sell out. I do think that there's a chance this book could be hot. a lot of shops do order pretty heavily on Miles Morales. He's a popular character, certainly more popular than Guardians of the Galaxy. I think there's more long-term investment potential out of Guardians of the Galaxy number 11, 1 in 50. But unless there could be something also, there could be a key storyline element, new character, who knows, in this Miles Morales. So just take note of it. I think this cover could do well. I don't think it has a long-term potential like the Guardians of the Galaxy, just because it's not going to be as scarce, in my opinion. So, but it's a nice cover. I like it. Let's see what else. We're getting near the end here of Marvel. What do we have? All right, Spider-Woman, Volume 7, number 9. A covers by Yoon is pretty good. Yeah, nice cover. It kind of looks like Unhook Lee, right? Very similar art. The B cover is by a artist I'm not too familiar with. Rose, is it Besch? B-E-S-C-H. This sold out very quickly at Midtown. I did happen to grab a copy before it sold out. Infamous Chasing Comics on Instagram, he did clue me in that this could be a hot book. All the pre-orders on this online had sold out. I mean, some of them were as high as, I think, $60 and $70. All of them sold out online. That tells me this is going to be a hot book. The fact that it sold out in a couple, I think within a few minutes, this sold out on Midtown. So, yeah, this is going to be one of those books where, it's a 1 in 50, I think it's a 1 in 25. So I think, again, Midtown even knew it was going to be a hot book, because Midtown will jack the price up on an incentive cover if they know it's going to be hot. So again, I think this is a 1 in 25, and they jacked the price up to $45 with the 10% off, making it a $40 book. And again, that's pretty high for a 1 in 25. But I kid you not, this is probably going to be on eBay and by next week, maybe by this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if you see this going for 100, 125, maybe even as high as 150. So if you have a shop that orders heavily on Spider-Woman, you may want to ask about this cover. I mean, that's what's going to make this a chase book, right? A book to chase, because it's going to be pretty rare. Maybe this is a new artist. I've not heard of her before, so that also adds to some appeal on the book. It is a cool-looking cover. I like it. I can see why it's probably pretty popular. And just a lot of shops are not going to order 25 copies of Spider-Woman. I don't think normally Spider-Woman sells very well. I'd say most shops are going to order maybe 8 to 10 copies. Maybe they'll go 15 copies. Obviously, some of the bigger stores like Golden Apple, Midtown, they're going to have maybe a couple of these. They're going to order very heavy on all things Marvel, especially because they want to get the incentive covers. So that's what's going on in the comic book industry these days. Just so you guys know, there's a big disparity in comic book shops. You got the comic book shops that order heavy on certain books, especially Marvel books, only because they know they're going to get 2 or 3 or 4 incentive covers. And then, of course, they're going to sell those incentive covers for a premium. And doing that will more than likely pay for all the other books that they had to buy, right? Because they're probably not going to sell out of the regular A cover of Spider-Woman number 9, unless there's some key issues, some key character, first appearance, something like that. Unless something like that happens in the issue, they're going to be eating a lot of these books. But they make enough money on the incentive cover to more than make up for it. So that's my theory. I think you have a lot of smaller shops are surviving on maybe 100 to 150 pull list customers. And out of that 100, 125 pull list customers, there might be 5 people that have this on their pull list. They're going to have Venom. I know comic book shops pretty well. They're going to follow the trend. All the pull list people are going to have stuff like Venom, maybe just regular Spider-Man, but Spider-Woman, nah, they're not. A lot of people are not going to have this on their pull list. So a lot of the smaller shops are not playing the variant game. They're not ordering heavy so they can try to make some money on the incentive covers. But the larger shops, they can afford to do that. They've got the capital to play that game. So that's my theory on that. I think Spider-Woman #9 is going to be a hot book just because of scarcity. Nothing more than that. And it is a cool cover. And I guess maybe this is a new artist. I'm not familiar with her at all, so I'm not too sure if she's done any other covers before. But it's a nice one. Thor #12. Copial cover's nice. I usually have that on my pull list regularly. There's also a nice Shaw cover. That one's pretty nice as well. Looks like you got maybe like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 15 cover by Nick Klein. Looks like you got the Thor frog there, whatever his name is. X-Men Legends #1. I don't know what they're doing with X-Men. I have not been following X-Men very carefully. I don't know what's really going on with this. Fabian, how do you pronounce his name? Nasizi, I think it is. And Brett Booth. Maybe they can kind of breathe some life back into the X-Men. I'm not too sure, but a lot of covers. Pick the one you like. There's obviously a couple of incentive covers as well. The Francis Yu cover looks okay. Just doesn't really do anything for me, though. I don't know. I'm not too excited about X-Men Legends coming out. All right. Moving on to independent titles. This could be a hot book. Abbott 1973 #2. Looks like it's probably a 1 in 25 incentive cover. Mirka Indolfo has a good following. That's definitely going to be a fairly hard to find book normally because I don't think most shops are going to order quite heavily on that title. And there's also a 1 per store thank you variant. No cover shown. All right, moving down the list. Black Cotton #1. This is a new book by Scout Comics. This is kind of an interesting concept. It's kind of like if the races were reversed, meaning black people are kind of more in charge, or maybe, well, I mean, I don't know. Again, you can get into racial political discussions very easily, but it's basically a flipping of white people have been suppressed for years and years, and black people have been sort of in the driver's seat. So it sounds like an interesting concept. I don't know. But Scout Comics, that may be one to look at. Only 1 cover on that one. And Midtown is limiting you to 1 per customer. So the print run on that's probably low, if I had to guess. So I wouldn't be surprised if that sells out. Another Scout Comics is Black Friday #1. Looks like the A and B cover are both sold out. I did happen to grab this before it sold out at Midtown. So what's this about? It says, shit gets downright nasty in here on Black Friday. Black Friday is the biggest shopping day of the year. Millions of Americans pack the aisles of retail outlets all over the country, battling for the best bargains while an unlucky cleanup crew deals with the aftermath of the latest Black Friday frenzy. They discover that years of pent-up negative energy have released something very evil and dark into their superstore, which is just the way corporate wanted it. All right, it sounds like an interesting concept. I mean, I don't know what this creature is, but it's the first appearance of whoever this creature is. So that one might be worth grabbing. I mean, right now at Midtown, it's sold out. I'm assuming the print run on it is pretty low. So maybe put that on your list when you go into the comic book shop. I like the B cover a little bit better. It's a little crazy there. No discount on that from Midtown. All right, moving down the list. What else looks interesting? Hollow Heart #1. I do like that A cover. The coloring, that looks pretty cool. Just a cool looking cover. I love the coloring on that. By Paul Tucker. He's the writer and artist. There's several different covers. There's also an incentive cover by David Mack. Foil, it looks pretty cool. Probably a 1 in 25. That is sold out on Midtown, so I expect that to possibly be a hot cover. There is a non-foil version of it as well, so obviously people want the one that's perceived to be a little bit more rare. So I'm not surprised the foil one is sold out. But it is Volt Comics. I like Volt Comics. They produce a really good quality comic book. Their paper's awesome. Usually they produce a really solid comic book. So I am interested in this. I did pick up the foil cover, and I picked up the A cover. Those were the two covers that I selected. And I'm going to give that a try, see if it's any good. What else do we got here? I think there might be a couple more things to highlight. Once in Future number 16, that's always on my pre-order list. I like Once in Future. It's a good series. Boom Studios, I mean, Kieran Gillian and Dan Mora, it's a great team. Every issue is fantastic. So, yeah, that's definitely one that I like. There is an incentive cover, a C cover, Virgin, still available. Looks like a 1 in 25 for $22.50. Not sold out, still at Midtown, still available. This looks pretty nice. Picture of Everything number 2. I did pick up the first issue. I thought it was okay. It was a little boring. I'm not going to pick it up anymore. I just grabbed the first issue. I don't know. Who knows? If it gets optioned, maybe, you know, put that away into the spec box. It's not something I would buy. I would continue to buy or read. Recount number 2, Scout Comics. The first issue was interesting. I have a couple of the Ashcan variants that I bought through Scout Comics' website for $5 each. If this ever gets developed into something, I don't think it really will, but might be worth at least grabbing the first 2 issues usually. It's a good way to go. All right, what else could we talk about? Aftershock has a new book called Shadow Doctor. Just A and B cover. Looks like the B cover is an incentive cover. Yeah, it didn't sound that interesting to me. I'm going to pass on it. All right. We Live number 5. I know that first issue did really well. First print did well. I don't know. I haven't even read it yet. I'm way behind in my reading. So I can't tell you whether or not it's worth buying or not. But that's it, guys. Those are your books coming out for next Wednesday, February 17th. Sorry this video is so long. I kind of talked quite a bit, especially about some of the incentive covers. So hopefully you stuck through the end. I appreciate everybody who subscribes to my channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe there was a book that I should have highlighted that's coming out next week and I didn't. Please leave that in the comments. Be more than happy to comment on that. I do read all the comments, so please leave them. And I will have my next video. I'll have a live stream tomorrow. Every Thursday, I do the Whiskey, Cigar, and Comic Show, where we talk about the newest news in the world of comics. I did get some books in the mail lately, so I may show off some more books. But that's about it. We'll also, tomorrow, I'll review the Cover Price Week in Review, their top 20 list. I'll be looking at that. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. It'll be in the late afternoon, probably around 5:30. So hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.